Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm building a starter home in Strangerville, which I've never done before, and what I try to do in this video, as you will be able to see from what I am building, because it's quite simple, I'm trying to replicate the other houses next to it. It looks like, the Strangerville houses that are not actually, there. They're just decoration, really. They all seem to have this one style, so I tried to recreate it, make it slightly nicer, but basically recreate it, make it feel like this house belongs in the world, and it's what you would find with the other houses as well. So I tried to replicate that and make it a starter home. I struggled a little bit, and you'll be able to see that I spend a lot on the windows and doors and that kind of thing. So I don't have a lot of money left for furniture, really, because I'm trying to make it under 20k. So if you have, two Sims that are moving into the world, then you can definitely use this house and you'll be able to place it in the lot with everything that I put into it as it is. That's the idea, really, that it would be, a house that is already there. You don't have to do anything to it for your Sims to move in from the start of the game, really. So yeah, as you can see, it's taking form now, making it look like that house next door. But yeah, you'll be able to see later, there's others in the world you'll be able to see there that they all kind of look the same. So I try to make it slightly different here in the back, making that L shape rather than the plain one that you see in the others, and having that little decking as well with the columns in the back. I just, again, trying to make it look like the others but slightly nicer, and I think I achieved it. I'm quite happy with it. Again, it doesn't have too much furniture, but that's how the game works, isn't it? You place your lot with just a couple of items, your cooker, your bed, that kind of thing that you need, and then you build that from there. So I think it works. I am absolutely in love with the doors and the windows that come with the Strangerville pack. I think they are the most beautiful. They go perfect with Victorian houses and that sort of thing, which I've only done one build, and I'll put it here somewhere in my playlist. But yeah, I love Victorian builds and I want to do loads more. But yeah, the doors and the windows that come with this pack, I adore them, and I tried to use as fewer packs as I could. To begin with, I was gonna start with just base game and Strangerville, but then I wanted to mix it up a bit more, so I do add a few items from the Eco Lifestyle pack. But I think that's kind of it, really. From what I can remember, just base game, Strangerville, and Eco Lifestyle. I love that green color, the contrast with the green and the sort of red of the brick underneath. I love that little window up there. Also love that shape of window. Just looks so good. Couple of detailings on the roof as well, just to make it look, again, like it belongs in the world, like it's actually a house and not just a square, really. So yeah, doing that fencing as well to be sort of like the others, and a few cacti, of course, because it's Strangerville, so it's the desert, and yeah, it just makes it look so much nicer. You guys know when I do that, all the landscaping, and I'm not the best at landscaping. I have to admit, I'm not the best, but I've gotten so much better over the years, and definitely over the past year or so, definitely since I started, just right before I started my channel, I've definitely gotten so much better, and I love doing it, and it's, yeah, definitely one of my favorite parts, actually, of doing builds. So I definitely want to do more of that in the future. A couple of rocks as well that are from the debug menu, because they're free, so it really helps when you're trying to stick to a budget. And yeah, all that landscaping, all those paths, the color underneath. I always forget what it's called when I'm recording the voiceover, and then I'm always like, how did I even forget that? But you know what I mean. Just doing all that brown floor underneath here, just so it doesn't look like you've just placed it out of nowhere. Those pre-made houses that you just put it from the air and woo, there's a house. I don't know what that noise was, but yeah. Here we go into the inside of the house. Very simple. It's a 1-bed, 1-bathroom house, bungalow. You could always build up another floor if you wanted to, or, mix it up. But yeah, it has the kitchen, it has the bathroom, the bedroom, and then a long sitting area where you could actually have a desk in the back as well if you wanted. And I was going to do that, and you'll see that I scrapped that idea because I didn't have enough budget. But yeah, placing a few of the paintings from Strangerville because there isn't that much that comes with the Strangerville pack that you can use in normal houses. A lot of it is very much like science related, and it comes with, you know, the whole secret lab thing. So there's not a lot that you can actually use from the pack for a normal house, but you know, this rug, amazing. Of course, I was gonna have to use it, and yeah, here's where I tried to use a lot of the base game items, but you'll be able to see that I was struggling with the sofas, so I ended up using one from Eco Lifestyle. And yeah, actually I think the bed in the bedroom is, I can't remember. Anyway, you'll see when I place them, but yeah, using that sofa there as well as a little armchair that we move around a little bit because yeah, I wasn't really convinced with the layout, but I always know that starter homes don't have the best layouts just because you're trying to, you know, save money on the items that you're using. The kitchen is also quite basic. Of course, you have to use like the cheapest that you can. So yeah, not amazing, but it is a starter home, so it is how it is. Little table there with 2 chairs for your dining purposes. Again, you can move it around and add more chairs if you needed to and that sort of thing. A little cooker. And then it doesn't have a microwave because, you know, it's not really an essential, but I did want to add a few decorative items here to the kitchen. So you can see I added that shelf that is super nice, and then a couple more here in that little space there in between the windows just because it looked quite empty. And yeah, a few decorative items that are quite cheap, but you can see at this point I'm already at 16,000 simoleons. So yeah, don't have a lot left to do the bathroom, the bedroom and other things. So yeah, I tried not to use a lot of curtains just because I was feeling like they were not necessary, but I do add a few just, I don't know, just because. And of course the bathroom is super plain. Most of the cheap items go in there, and then we go into the bedroom. I was struggling with what bed to use, and I do end up using one from base game, but yeah, here I was placing that one to make it look more like the Eco Lifestyle, but then I thought this bed actually fits the build a bit better, so I did that. And then a few more base game things. Like I said, I was trying to stick to those packs and as better as I could. Another Eco Lifestyle item there with that chest of drawers. And very simple but effective, I think, with the bedroom. It's not huge, so it's quite easy to make it look, you know, like it's full. And here's what I was saying, that of course I was trying to place that, but I went over the budget. So yeah, when I realized, I was like, okay, well, can't really do that, and I could have not used the curtains, but I wanted to, so we're gonna remove the desk in a second because yeah, there he goes, no desk anymore. But I did want to add a bit of a reading section, so I do place this shelf with little books over there, and then I move around the armchair, as you can see, so it's more like not just a random shelf and there's nothing around it. And then just the last few items like the mailbox, the bins in the back, and that kind of thing that you need for the game, as well as some flowers here on the side of the house so it doesn't look like just a block in a square like I said at the start. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I do much more other than more terrain paint, that's what it's called, and then a lamp at the front of the house. So I'm gonna leave you with that. If you guys, and a few more decorative items here like plants and that kind of thing that I do size up because, you know, it's cheap but it looks like it wasn't as cheap. And yeah, again, that's basically it. So I really hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any requests of starter homes or anything else, then let me know. Bye.